Still we are number student. Now we are going to do yoga. Before we do yoga, there are some preliminary instructions there. You should aware on that. The place must be dust free and ventilated place. And also those who are not feel well, they do not do practice. Under doctor guidance, we have to practice. So let's begin asanas. Before we do asana, small exercise, warming up exercise, we should practice. So it will balance our body, vata, pitta, kapha, it will balance. So that it will help you to improve your flexibility. Let's start. So we'll start from the foot. Everybody, please sit down on the floor. Should sit, stretch your leg, keep a hand side of a body, and then slowly stretch your toe front side, and then bring your toe back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So like that, 5 rounds or 10 rounds you may do. Based on your body flexibility, you can practice. Do not strain your body when you practice. The same way, inhale and exhale. When you exhale, bring your legs closer to your body. Then inhale, stretch your leg. After that, opposite leg. Exhale, bring your legs closer to your body, and inhale, stretch your leg. And exhale, bring your leg closer to your body, and then exhale. The same way, opposite leg. Exhale, inhale. Like that, both leg, 10 rounds, how to practice. Do warm up by standing. So standing, warming up, not much. Should join your wrist together on your hip. Keep your hands on your hip, wrist together, and then slowly inhale and bend back. After that, slowly raise up your hand. Exhale, bend straight. Inhale, slowly come up and bring your hands and keep it on your hip with joining your wrist together. Then bend back. And then slowly raise up your hand and exhale, bend straight. Inhale and bring your hands back. Bend back. Exhale, rise up. Bend straight. Inhale. So like that, we should practice at least 5 to 10 rounds. Slowly raise your hands with inhale. Half circle, inhale and exhale. When you bring your hands back, open your hands backside as much as possible, and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then from backward, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. This you may do practice both sides 10 times. Now we are going to do Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar is a sun salutation. Should practice at morning or evening. It means sun rising time, sun setting time. Let's do Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar help you to improve your vital power, and also the body aura. They will say that energy power, that aura level, it will increase, and the entire body, nerves and muscles get flexibility. By getting flexibility, energy circulation, entire body, it will flow nicely. So when you practice Surya Namaskar, you feel energized whole days. So let's do Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar is a more there. Many kinds of Surya Namaskar is there. Now we are going to do Rishikesh Surya Namaskar. Let's start. So we should stand in Tadasana. We should start from Tadasana. 2 finger gap in our foot. And then fold your hand. The Namaskar Mudra. To close your eyes. Inhale. One, you should raise your hands above head. Sit your hand and then bend your body as much as possible. And then with this stretch your head, slowly bend your body front side. Try to bring your head near your knee. Then 3, should bring your legs back. Should bring your legs back. Stretch your toe. Do not lift your heels. The hand should be near your foot. Keep your legs flat on the floor and then bend back. This is 3. 4. Left leg should go back. Keep your heels flat on the floor. Push your body inside. Bring your head inside. And then slowly join your knee together. Sit in Vajrasana and Shashanasana. And then slowly keep your chest and chin down. And then lie down and do Bhujangasana. Again, Shashanasana. The same way, Mayurvasana. Then bring your opposite leg. Opposite leg, right leg. Keep your hands side of your foot and then bend back. Your heels must be flat on the floor and then bend back. After that, bring your legs, both legs together. Slowly bring your hands side of your body. Stretch up, bend back. Again, come back to Namaskar Mudra. And then bring your hands side. This is called Surya Namaskar. So let's do asanas. First, we will do standing asana. So before we do standing asana, we should stand in Tadasana. So Tadasana, there must be 2 finger gap between foot. Hands should be side of our body. So from this asana, we will practice standing asana. Now we are going to do Uttana Hastasana. So slowly raise your hands with inhale. Join your palms together. And then interlock a finger. turn your palm upward, and then stretch your hand as much as possible. Stretch your palm as much as possible. Stretch up, and then slowly lift your heels nicely as much as possible. You may lift your heel. Hold this posture, turn down, and then slowly bring your heels down. Turn your palm inward, and then stretch your hand. Slowly bring your arms sideward with the exhale. So when you do this asana, entire body stretching well, so the vital power in our body, blood circulation is spread entire your body. And also those who like to grow height, they will practice often. Now we will do next asana, Virasana. So Virasana, we should open a leg. There must be 3 feet gap in your foot. Stretch your hands side of your body. Hand must be shoulder level, parallel from the ground. Which side you are going to do? That side you should turn your head and foot. So now we are going to do right side. We should turn your head and foot the same time, right side. And then slowly should bend your knee. Body must be straight. Do not go front side. Your body should not go front side. And also you do not lift your heels upside. It is wrong position. So keep a foot flat on the floor. Hand must be parallel from the ground. Body must be back side. Hold this posture 10 seconds, or inhale and exhale 5 rounds. And then slowly stretch your knee, turn your head and foot, come up. So this is Virasana. In English they will say brave posture. When you practice this asana, your confidence level improve. And also braveness, the quality of braveness, it will improve yourself. The same way, we should open a leg. Hand shoulder level, parallel from the ground. Then turn your head to right hand side, head and foot to right hand side. So this till this, the same position for next asana is a name called Trikonasana, triangle position. So from this, we should bend as it is. You do not bend your body front side. Should bend as it is. Try to keep your hands on your foot. If you able to bend more, you may bring your hands near your foot, flat on the foot. Do not bend your body front side. Try to push your body up and turn your head and look up palm. Should hold this posture 10 seconds or 5 rounds, inhale and exhale. And then slowly come up. The same position. Turn your head and foot. And then join your legs together. So this is called triangle position, Trikonasana. So when you do this asana, your entire backbone, each and every backbone twisting proper way. So by twisting proper way, the blood circulation in between that bone will get power, your backbone get flexibility. The disc in between that bone, backbone, in between the disc, it will get power, get strong. So you won't affect any disc problem. So these are the asanas, standing asana. Based on your flexibility, your capability, body flexibility, you can do it. Do not strain your body. Whenever you do asanas, do not strain your body. As much as possible, that much you can do. Do not strain your body. With the pain, you do not practice. So next asana is a name called woodcut asana. Woodcut, it means woodchuck. So like that we are going to do that asana. Let's continue. So raise your hands. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands front side, shoulder level, and then slowly bend your body, bend your knee, and then hold this posture. And then slowly bring your body straight. Raise up your hand with inhale and exhale. Bring your hands down. You can practice this asana based on your body flexibility. The same asana little bit advanced we will practice. So you should raise your hand, join your palms together. The same way you have to bend your knee. Body must be straight. And then stretch your body up. Bring your hands down with exhale. So this is little bit advanced asana. So standing asana. Enough. Next we will go to sitting posture. So everybody please sit down. In this sitting posture, now we are going to do Vakrasana. This asana help you to twist your entire backbone. First, should stretch your hands straight and then bring your legs, fold your leg. Then which leg you folded, that hand must be back side. So opposite hand should bring it sideways and catch hold of leg. Which hand is back side, this side, you should turn your head. You should sit on the floor comfortably. You may hold this posture 10 seconds or normal breathe 5. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly stretch your hand, both hands, stretch your leg and then bring your hands down. The same asana we should practice both sides. Opposite leg, hold opposite leg, stretching your hand, bring your hands back, and the opposite hand should hold your leg, and then turn your head, opposite direction, and then stretch your hand, both hands, stretch your leg, bring your hands down. It is Vakrasana. It will help you to entire backbone twisting properly, and also it is very good for your abdomen part. And those who affecting diabetics, it will help you to cure that disease. Now we are going to do Ushtrasana. So Ushtrasana, we should start from Vajrasana. So Vajrasana, your toe should be straight. You do not fold your toe. Your toe must be straight. Join your heels together. The beginners, they may feel pain on your foot, but little bit practice, regular practice, you can do well. Vajrasana is a very good asana. From this asana we are going to practice. Should kneel down, stretch your hands straight. There must be a little bit gap between your knee. You may little bit open your knee. And then stretch your hands straight. Bring your hand back side. And catch hold your heel or keep it flat on the foot. Same opposite hand. Keep your hands back, push your hip frame, and then bend your head back. Slowly, you may come up. After, come back to Vajrasana. After 10 seconds, or inhale and exhale, normal breathing, 5 rounds. So this asana help you to expand your lungs volume, lungs level, and oxygen level, it will improve. Your upper chest will get power, and also your backbone, entire backbone get proper bending backside. So after all the asanas practice, should get relaxation position in Shanti Asana. So you should stretch your leg. The Shanti Asana help you to reduce your stress, and also by practicing asanas, it will help you to calm down your blood circulation and the nerves. It will help you to bring it normal level. So stretch your leg, little bit gap over your foot, and then slowly lie down, turn your palm upward. Like that you should lie down. In this posture, should concentrate on your breath without closing eyes. Simply you do not lie down. If you lie down like this, you may feel sleepy. So you should lie down and then concentrate on your breath. Take deep breath, inhale and exhale. 20 or 30 rounds. After that, slowly turn your body to left hand side. Now I am turning to right hand side. Should turn your body left hand side, and then support of your hand should come up. Now we will practice pranayama. When you practice pranayama, you should sit any one comfortable posture. It may be Vajrasana, or Sukhasana, or Siddhasana, or Padmasana, or Swastikasana, any one comfortable posture. So now we are going to do in Vajrasana. As I said, should fold a leg and sit in Vajrasana. So those who are not comfortable in Vajrasana, you may sit in Sukhasana. As I said, the place must be dust free and ventilated, air circulation ventilated place. So it will help you to improve your vital power, and also your lungs get power, and lungs volume it will improve. Our lungs capacity maximum 5 liter, so we are not using that much level. So we, by practicing pranayama, we will use as much as possible. So when you improve our lungs volume and oxygen in our body, in the blood, we will get more energy. So now we will practice pranayama, simple technique, then one by one we will do. First, Sukha pranayama. You may keep a chin mudra, fingers in chin mudra. Chin mudra, index finger and thumb finger. Just touch your index finger and thumb finger. The rest of the finger must be together. Same way, should keep your hands on your thigh, or you may keep your hands like this. And then slowly inhale with close your eyes. And then exhale slowly. usually we will inhale and exhale, but there is a different. When you inhale, you should feel that air is going inside. You should feel that chillness. The same way when you exhale, you should feel that hot heat from our body when it is come out. So you should feel inhale and exhale. The ratio must be equal. When you inhale 6 rounds, the same way you should exhale 6 rounds. Such a way we are going to do 10 rounds. Just one time I am going to do now. To close the eyes, inhale, and exhale. Like that, we should practice at least 10 round or 15 round. So pranayama is one of the thing is connecting our body and mind. So when you concentrate on your body, concentration power will improve. Lungs volume it will improve. So this is one of the Sukha pranayama. So next we will do Nadi Shuddhi pranayama. So Nadi Shuddhi pranayama should keep a left hand in Chin Mudra like this. Then right hand should keep it in Nasi Mudra like this. Fold our index finger and middle finger. The rest of the finger should straight. So your right thumb finger should close our right nostril. These two finger, ring finger and small finger closing your left nostril. So now we are going to do pranayama. Keep your hands straight. Sit in comfortable posture. Feel your breath. Inhale and exhale. So now I am going to start from left side. You should practice left side. Should start from left side. So now you close your right nostril and exhale. Exhale and then inhale through left nostril. And close your left nostril by your index finger and ring finger and small finger and exhale through right nostril. Then inhale through right nostril. Close your right nostril, open your left nostril and exhale. Same way, inhale through left nostril. Close your left nostril and exhale through right nostril. So like this alternative nostril we should practice. So inhale through left nostril and exhale through right nostril, and inhale through right nostril and exhale through left nostril. It is one round. Like this we may practice as much as possible. So this is called Nadi Shuddhi pranayama. So next pranayama, Bhastrika pranayama. Bhastrika is a forceful inhale and exhale. Now I will do. Whenever you do pranayama, you should feel the breath. When you do Bhastrika pranayama, your lungs get power. Your lungs toxins inside the unwanted toxins, it will come out by practicing Bhastrika pranayama, and also it will improve your heat energy. So you should sit in Padmasana. Keep your palms on your thigh with your closed eyes. Inhale like that. Should do forceful, not fast. Forceful you should inhale, the forceful you should exhale. Like that you may practice 10 times or 20 times. So it will help you to improve your power on your lungs, and also it will bring out the toxins from your nostril, and also it will cure your blockage or nostril path. The air circulation, it is very good to our lungs. So lungs will get our oxygen level improve on your blood. So when it is oxygen level is high on your blood, you won't get any disease. So these are the pranayama. Next, you should get relaxation. The Shanti asana which I did, the same asana you should practice. Thank you.